This is Jesus Manuel Menagarza for RV and Travel Adventures. I'm going to be doing some cycling, I'm going to be doing some hiking, I'm going to be doing some fishing, I'm going to be doing some odds and ends. Show you around this park. This is Lake Mineral Wells State Park. Again, hope you like this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and leave your kind and friendly comments below, abajo. Let's get started with this rather long video. It's raining outside. My wife's relaxing there on the chair, reading and checking her messages, and that's my spot. So I had my rain gear ready just to go for a quick walk, but it's windy quite a bit. It's been flooding quite a bit again, and raining quite a bit here in North Texas. Central Texas. It's windy. We have a bit of a tornado watch up north, but where I'm at, it's going to be mainly rain and some flooding. And there's been quite a few areas where I've seen there's flooding. In fact, one of the trails down here, one of the better trails, longer trails, has been set off limits. It's off limits because they don't want people destroying the path. You know, walking in the mud and leaving the clay impressions, etc., etc. So again, it's pretty windy. Thunderstorms. Absolutely nothing in the fire pit. I'm not going out there. I was out there a little while ago and got drenched. I decided just to sit inside the RV and shoot this video. I'm getting wiser with age. What can you say? It's been raining cats and dogs. You can tell by walking most of the trails down here that there's been some considerable flooding over the last couple of weeks. It's continuing to rain today. Annie and I had planned to go for a bike ride, maybe a hike, go check out the grocery store down the road, and maybe do some fishing on the other side, etc., etc. My wife Annie wanted an ice cream. Whatever. So we're just relaxing, chilling inside the RV. And so far, nothing dramatic has happened, nothing terrible. But if we could have, we would have gone for a bike ride, done some more fishing, etc., etc. But right now we're just, it's either raining cats and dogs, then stops for a second, then it rains cats and dogs, and you got thunder. Some of the roads are already flooded nearby, so we're just kicking back inside the RV. Inside my Rockwood Mini Light 2205S. Thank you very much. How you doing, boys and girls? Older folks too. Let me turn around the camera. Today, Thursday, the 30th of May, 2024. Many of the spots here, and yesterday too, are empty. So I don't know why they're all empty, but it's pretty good for the campsite employees. They don't have to do much cleaning, much work in the bathrooms, cleaning up stuff. So the fact that about 75% of the sites are empty, and they say reserved on them, but they're empty. So here's another one over here that's empty, number 12, number 12. And of course we've had a little bit of water. There's been some flooding, and this week is supposed to be pretty nice. So here's another one on the right, again number 58. It says reserved. Very nice site. These are all back-end sites with water and electricity. No dumps. And there's more standing water. Pretty sure the mosquitoes will appreciate it. And there's a little trail going that way. It says stay on designated trail. So my wife is headed that way. She's way over there. She is way over there. She's taking the lead. We're headed to where the dam is, the spillway. There's some folks packed right here, a couple folks. That's the dump site. So the Alliance and the Jayco are both doing the little smelly job, getting rid of the poop, the pee, the wastewater. So it says there, park exit. So I'm walking this way. It was raining most of this morning and last night. So let me just stop here so you can look at the sky. It looked a little ominous, but we thought we'd take a break and go for a hike, a little 3-mile hike. Here's a shot of some of the flowers. Beautiful flowers all along the road here. And I do hear some rumbling. I do have my rain jacket on. So let me turn on the camera and show you my little outfit. I have my rain jacket with hood, and that seems to work pretty good. Down below I have my Keen hiking shoes, and just some generic sweatpants. If it starts raining, if there's a deluge, I'll just cover my head, call it good. See it with my wife. There's another restroom over there. I wonder if it has showers. So we have still quite a ways to go on this hike. I better start running. Let me run for a bit. See if I can catch up to my wife. There she is, way over there. Way over there. Again, I'm at Lake Mineral Wells State Park. It's May 30th, 2024. It's about 3:30 p.m. I think. Could be wrong, but it's definitely in the afternoon. You want to walk on this side? Yeah, people brought their little kayak over here, and then they started jumping off that. I saw 6 people earlier today. What?
That's our fishing pier, where we were today.
Yes, we are. Actually, we're over there.
Oh, really, over there?
And the fishing spot was over there. Jumping spot was there. This is another one of those. I get them. They're very similar.
Okay. It just looks like one.
Yeah, there are quite a few fishing piers here. So this is the... What do they call this, sweetie?
The spillway?
The spillway, not a causeway?
Yes, but it's a spillway because the water is meant to spill over.
Okay. In fact, it was spilling over a couple days ago. So here's a view. And another view. Very nice. Very nice. In the middle of the lake, they have a little island. Island of Lost Dreams. I'm just joking about that. It's a bit muggy. I estimate the temperature around 70, but it's definitely muggy. That's a humid day for a little hike. And it's about 2 miles each way that we're walking, so it's a good little bit of exercise for both of us. Off in the distance is the grocery store. My wife's hoping to get an ice cream. I'll see what they have. I have about $100 in cash in my pocket, plus my credit card and ID. So I'm ready. Here's another nice little view of that island. Very nice. I see a bunch of egrets on there, cattle egrets. One thing I've learned with my wife is that she does not wait for me. If I'm taking video, she'll just keep on walking. Hope you find these videos interesting. Show you what I'm up to, show you what the environment in Texas is like on certain days. We're going to be walking on the left side sidewalk, but a lot of it has moss growing on it. So I'll show you in a few seconds here. I should be there in about 30 seconds. On the right side, we have a bunch of vultures taking a break. I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, at least 12, a dozen, maybe a baker's dozen of those vultures waiting for a little snack. I'll stop up ahead here and take another little view. As an old photographer since 1963, I like composing interesting images like this one. I think this is an interesting image right here. You got the plant life, the water, and the island, and the egrets. So I gotta make sure not to slip and crack my noggin here. As you can see, it's quite mossy, and up ahead it's quite mossy still. And this is the spillway. The water only has about an inch more than it spills over. Hopefully nobody in a jet ski or something comes by and splashes me, because the person in a truck. Again, you got to be very careful how you walk here. Make sure not to slip and crack your head. Here comes an employee or worker, contractor, who knows. Here's a good section. I gotta be very, very careful. Make sure to slip, walk very, 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 very gingerly on this little slippery, moist area here. And there's my wife way up there. Let me turn off the camera and let me focus on making sure I don't crack my head open. Not that there's anything inside my head, but I just want to make sure I don't crack it open. Off in the distance is a rookery of herons and egrets. Right here is an area where you can descale, fillet your fish. Some folks are over there at that dock over there. There's the shop. We're going to go around the other side. That's the entrance. There's another dock. And of course, here's another view of Lake Mineral Wells. Very nice. It's a very calm day. So I'm behind the shop where they sell knickknacks, odds and ends. Looks pretty empty, actually. Maybe it might be even closed. We'll soon find out. We walk this way to get an ice cream and it's closed. There's the boating dock. There's the various kayaks and canoes that you can rent. Very nice, very nice. My wife's going to be very disappointed if they don't have the store open so she can get an ice cream. Just saying. Here's some flowers, some bushes. It says right there, it's Lantana. So what's up, sweetie?
The final blow. No ice cream for me today.
It says the store is closed.
Historical renovation.
It's going to reopen in September 1st, huh?
I didn't see that part. It's not open soon enough for my ice cream.
Oh, that's horrible.
And rain and no ice cream.
It says right here, the park store building is closed and receiving much needed historical restoration. We're going to remove any reference to people that we don't like and just make sure so it's all empty in there. So what are they going to do? Make it in their own image or what? We'll soon find out, huh? So, Annie, I'm very sorry you're not going to be able to get any ice cream.
I'm so disappointed.
We walked 2 miles.
You think so?
About 2 miles.
No ice cream. Darn.
Darn dang.
I was looking forward to it.
So, guess we'll have to be happy chewing on tortillas and Hawaiian bread. There we are. Kayaks, life jackets, etc. We are privileged today to have my wife, Anne-Marie Leimer, and she's going to answer at least one question, maybe two. She's being very candid at this moment, and she's going to be very open and very friendly. And of course, if you have any comments, questions, or suggestions about what she just talked about, feel free to leave them below. My wife, Anne-Marie Leimer, is from Minnesota by way of Iowa, and I met her in San Francisco. So, what do you think about our camping trip so far? This is the big question. What do you think of our camping trip so far?
I'm enjoying it very much. I was a bit disappointed today with two things. The amount of rain that we are struggling with, because I had so much hope to get on our bikes first thing in the morning and go throughout the campground on our bikes. And they have this beautiful historic park store that's made out of stone, and it's closed now because it's going to be restored, which is great. But I was hoping to buy a little treat at the park store today after going on a short hike. But I am enjoying this. It's a beautiful campground. If you have a boat, this is the place for you. It's really lovely. hiking is good. The problem is, another secondary problem is the amount of rain we've had. It's made the most beautiful and more remote trails impassable because they are closed because of the amount of rain, because it's going to damage the ecosystem if people go hiking on these relatively wet areas.
So you talked quite a bit about oaks for some strange reason. My wife
earlier today
can't pass by an oak tree without saying, "This is this type of oak." This. So why are you interested in botany?
I love trees and I love plants, and Texas has such a huge variety of oaks. It's quite astounding when you look at the variety of the bark and of the shape of the leaves themselves. So there's live oaks, there's Shumard oaks, and there are just red oak and white oak. There's several different kinds, and each of them have different physical characteristics. And a botanist, which I am not, would automatically know all of those things.
Of course, when we go to like northern New Mexico, southern Colorado, you say, "Oh, look at this pine and this type of tree." You say that the leaf structure, the needle structure. You just hated me. You actually smell some of them. Which one is the one you always smell?
Oh, well,
Jeffrey's?
There's Gentle Jeffrey,
yeah,
and Prickly Ponderosa. Actually, they probably have those in northern New Mexico as well. But I learned that from a park ranger in California, actually, because let me think. I think it's Gentle Jeffrey is the one that smells like vanilla. So you can tell immediately because it's gentle. You feel the bark and it's soft and it has a vanilla smell. But the Prickly Ponderosa pine tree is prickly, meaning if you touch the exterior part of the tree, the bark, it'll be very prickly, and that's how you can tell the difference because the needle structure is somewhat similar between the two.
So my wife and I have plenty of conversations about trees, flowers, flora and fauna in general. But how about this chair? Do you like our little recliner here?
I love our chairs. Yes. This is a Rockwood Mini Light. Those of you that are watching my husband's channel will know that we bought this not that long ago, and we're still enjoying it, going on short and long trips. And this is fabulous because it has two lovely features. One, which is a lumbar support, which of course, being of a certain age, it's very nice to have lumbar support.
Of course, they recline.
And you just simply pull the little lever here, and you're just in great shape.
And of course, you have storage right there.
Oh yes, so
storage.
The Rockwood Mini Light.
So she puts her some of her information.
Fallbrook RV Resort. All kinds
These
are our other maps and trips we've taken recently.
That's the one in Houston, the resort we were at.
Fallbrook, yeah.
And then of course this is the side area where you can put some stuff.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, sweetie. I greatly appreciate it. I know Annie is
the Shumard oak. There's another video that Jesus made when I learned about the Shumard oak, and that is the way that you can tell that oak tree is you look at the leaf and it has teeth, two like little prongs at the top of the pointed area of the leaf, and that's a Shumard oak. And again, that's another one of those Texas oaks. There are so many.
Yeah, my wife is a lot more candid than I am. I'm very open with my life. It's all out there on the old YouTube. My wife shares her research when she travels about the country and in front of her students at the university and gives lectures and writes about stuff. She's good at presentations, working on panels, but on the YouTube channel, sometimes she goes, why don't you just photograph yourself, Jesus? I appreciate your time, sweetie.
You're very welcome, Jesus. It was a pleasure to be on one of your important videos, especially to talk about things that I really care about, which is being in nature, taking care of nature, and learning about the natural world by understanding the different aspects of trees and how to recognize them.
Thank you very much, sweetie.
You're welcome.
My wife and I were hiking down this trail. We found this area with very large rocks. Make sure not to hit that spot there. That spot right there, because it might fall. Bing! If you put your weight on that, it'll fall down. So you have these rocks here, and the trail goes that way, that way, that way. And we came from that way. And this looks like a nice little spot here. I'm going to hold on to this little tree here. Hopefully it doesn't break and everything falls down and crumbles below. So we have this boulder, rocks, fishing spot, place to hang out, have a beverage, and look across the way. And you want to go down this way?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I don't want to go along the shore.
Okay, I'll go that way.
Okay,
Let's go. So again, it's been raining and the trails are rather moist. We've been hiking several times. I can see the campgrounds over there. And of course we have all these flowers. And so all the steps, human steps, traces of people and dogs have been washed away, and everything's fresh. So let me go through here, and we're headed this way. So let's get back to the rest of this video. Oh, I just saw something. Let's not stop now. Let me show you the little pier for fishing. Right over here, there's another pier for fishing. There's several at this park, several locations where you can go fishing. And this is a nice one. Beautifully designed, beautifully landscaped, and you got a little water feature. Yeah, a natural water feature, huh, sweetie?
Yeah, and look, this is a beautiful path too.
And some man's coming up with a dog, so I better end this section of the video. Thanks for watching. Well, on our hikes, we see various spots that we find very intriguing, my wife and I. It's a beautiful little spot here with the lake in the background, these rocks where you can sit and fish or just hang out, have a beverage, and of course the water. We've been having some flooding, so the water came down from this direction, from that direction. Let me climb up here. So the water came cascading down right here. Again, we've been having a lot of rains here in North Texas. So I'm headed this way. So I keep on interrupting this video and saying I'm done, but I'm not really done. I apologize. My wife and I are out for a bike ride. We stopped off at this campsite. About 80% of the campsites, 75% of the campsites are empty right now, and it's a Friday afternoon. Let me turn around the camera. So this is, says it's reserves, number 65. It's a nice little site. Water and electricity. It has a nice grill, table, hook, area for a tent if you have. And this is my wife's bike. We bought this in, I think it was Redlands, California, in about 2007, around there, 2007. It's a Trek, multi-track, 720, 7,200. She has her water bottle and stuff. She has a lot of gizmos on her bike. And this is my bike. It's a Gary Fisher Hukukuchu. I bought this in the Haight-Ashbury in San Francisco when we were living down there back in, what year was that? I think it was about 1996. So it's an old bike. Still works perfectly. I changed out the tires from mountain bike tires to street tires, I think in 1997. So there you are. Got my little backpack. Again, this is 50, I think it's 50 and 30. Let me check. No, this is just 30. It has a nice little area over there. There's my wife walking around with her backpack and her hat still on. You can hear the birds in the background. I can see the dragonflies flying. So what do you think of this campsite, sweetie?
It's great. I saw a monarch, a tiger swallowtail, and a red-headed woodpecker during the time you've been filming.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
And those are just the people, huh? Very nice. She saw quite a few birds. So it's a nice little spot, don't you think? I wonder if you can catch any fish right out there. Toss it out. Now you're going to walk to the right, marsh area, or to the left. This is all marsh. Quite a bit of marsh. Sort of wonder if there's any alligators in here. Do you think so, sweetie?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No.
How about dinosaurs?
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. My wife says there are definitely dinosaurs here. So this is our little spot here. We've been riding our bike for about, seems like 2 hours. And I'm going to take a little break. So, hope you're doing fantastic. Annie and I like to go cycling. And I especially like to take a little break once in a while. Again, nobody there, nobody there, nobody there, nobody there, nobody there, nobody there, nobody anywhere. As far as the eye can see. And this is a Friday, about noon. What do you think? Leave your kind and friendly comments abajo, below. Thank you very much. We just came from over there. Now we're over here, site number 64. What a beautiful spot. You have a picnic table with a view of the lake. You can do some fishing here. Hopefully catch something. And it goes over here. My wife had a brilliant observation regarding the fact that we've been having a lot of rain, huh, sweetie?
Yeah, absolutely. So some of the aspects of what Jesus photographed yesterday, these extraordinary outcroppings of rocks and then the water trickling down into the lake, it's not going to be there at other times when there's not this much rain. If you even look here, you can see that typically you would probably walk, be able to sit underneath that tree, but now the water is so high, they're almost like a stream here that typically wouldn't be here.
So you think these areas are essentially flooded at this time?
I think it's...
Are you telling me after 4 months of 100-degree temps, this is going to dry out?
It just might.
It just might. I'll take a little quick pan and show you this beautiful spot. Again, this is number what? 64?
64, yeah.
64.
There's the tiger swallowtail again.
Annie loves the butterflies. Sometimes I tease her. What a beautiful spot. Imagine yourself here grilling some vegetables if you're vegetarian, or some steaks if you're carnivore. And you're just sitting out here. You put your line, your fishing pole out there. Just lazily have a beverage while sitting right over here, and you're having a great time. You're going, hey, don't bother me. I'm having my beverage, my favorite beverage, and you're just sitting here, just waiting for your line. And all of a sudden, your line goes, and you go, okay, maybe I caught something. Maybe you did. So it's a beautiful little spot, don't you think? Wow, I absolutely adore this spot. But what's important is, what do you think? Leave your kind and friendly comments below. Again, this is a rather long video. I apologize. Okay, I gotta follow Annie. I gotta get on the bike because we're gonna go for a bike ride. We've been waiting several days because it was raining. Finally, it's sunny enough that we can go for a bike ride. I'm gonna get on my bike. Right there, there's my bike. The trailway is closed due to wet conditions. I can see off in the distance about 200 feet. The road is a pond, actually. So this is very popular with equestrians, as you can tell right there. There's some manure. And there's my bike. There's Annie, the leader of the pack. And there's another trail you can take down here, but that one's also closed. So, from what I understand, according to my wife, who's the expert, told me that you can backpack in and you can camp out there, but you cannot ride your bikes down there. So, there's a campground over here, and we're going to go check that out right now. And there's a shower and restroom over here. So, here's a shot of the map. It's a nice long trail. Of course, you can go to the website of this state park, Mineral Wells, Lake Mineral Wells State Park, and you can gather all this data readily. Thanks for watching my video on Lake Mineral Wells State Park. I greatly appreciate it. Again, like I always say, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and leave your kind and friendly comments below. And if you want to become a member, get badges, and learn about early releases of the videos, you can do so by checking the description. I appreciate your time. Check out my website, rvta.myportfolio.com. There, and only there, you can find some of my travel photographs over the last decade or so. Hope you're doing fantastic. From Lake Mineral Wells State Park, having a great time cycling, hiking, walking, having TV dinners. Hope you're doing super fantastic wherever you're at. It's a bit humid. Gracias. Adios. Don't forget to ring the bell for future notifications. Bye-bye.